party. So far, we have Man here, myself, and Inquisitive Quandary, my mod extraordinaire, and we've just sort of been talking about that sort of thing a little bit before we decided to go live here. But I had to rush up the live thing because I think my mom's tried to call me now a couple of times, and I keep putting her on ignore.
That's love.
She, it's weird because I keep telling her, I'm like, if you call between this and this time on a Monday or a Wednesday or a Saturday, I'm going to put you on ignore. And she's like, oh, why? Well, I do my show. Well, you can't answer that. No, I can't do that. It's like, hang on, people.
I do the same. I've had roommates knocking on my door and, I'm like, F off, I'm busy. I don't even know if it was on mine. It might have been on someone else. But yeah, it's annoying. I tell people know when I'm doing stuff. And yeah, I just tell them, man, they don't listen.
Yeah. It's like it's in one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
Well, but she's mom, I'll call her back afterwards and I'll say, I was on my show. And she goes, oh, that's right.
My mom never calls me. She just texts me.
My mom knew how to text. She can't even turn on her TV. Like my mom's pretty much what I would refer to as a techno-tard.
My mom's
anything technology based.
My mom is almost there. My mom is almost there. I swear. I have done I have helped her send emails from Skype.
Really?
Just to do emails with attachments.
Oh, wow. Oh, I must address something in the chat here. Mark Caesar says, at Neil the 604 Atheist, she went through lots of pain for you. She did not. And you ignore her. I do sometimes, yes. I was adopted. My mom that was calling me was unable to have kids, so she never went through any pain. She went through probably more pain raising me. but not so much with the birth part. My biological mom, whom I got to meet, they found me in the year 2000, and it turned out that my biological mom and father ended up getting married because they got pregnant a second time with my sister Deanna. And then they tried again and again, and they couldn't get pregnant again until 4 years after that. And then my sister Trina came along. But unfortunately, in the past little while, my birth mother had like an embolism, and it killed her instantly.
Oh.
So she was, they were down in Yuma. They always go down to Yuma in the wintertime. They're like snowbirds. And they go down there. And I guess my dad went to take a nap. And she was doing her crosswords on the computer. And he just remembers waking up and calling her name. And she didn't answer. So he went out there and she was already gone by the time he got out there. So.
Oh, no.
Man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was devastated. Absolutely devastated. And, I'd only known them for about 13 years at the time. Because it was about 2013 when she passed. And it was hard on me, too, because I was already, it's weird because they're like my blood family. And I see so much similarities of things that I had that they also had. One of the weirdest things I think that I noticed is where you can tell where genetics actually play in, like even stupid traits that people do. Like some people bite their fingernails, right? And you notice that it can be passed down. But one of the weirdest fucking things I noticed is when I first saw my biological dad.
They all had bandanas on.
No. No, when I saw him using a pair of scissors for the first time, he does the same thing that I do. And I don't know why I do it, but it's a subconscious thing. When I'm using scissors and I'm cutting off, a lot of times I'll catch myself going with my mouth, right? And I saw him doing that. And I go, that's where I get that. You're the one to fucking blame. And he's like, what are you talking about? You're going when you're cutting, and I do the same fucking thing. And he goes, I do? I never noticed. I go, yeah, you do.
I am like a taller copy of my mom.
How tall are
really
you?
am. 6 foot right on. Or just like a hair over 6 foot.
I thought you were like, I'm 6 foot right on.
Yeah.
I'm 6'4" and a bit, I think so.
Okay.
If I put my boots on, like my biker boots, I'm over 6'5", so.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to play Pac-Man. Yeah, so Mark says, "You like Pac-Man?" Arr, 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 arr.
Yeah. So.
Oh, what are you drinking now?
Orange Tang flavor shots in Soda Stream, just carbonated water.
Oh, I hear those things are awesome.
They really are. Yeah, I don't have anything else to drink in the house right now, anyway. So that's what I got.
If you can make your drink fizzy, it just makes it even better, right?
Yes, it does. Yeah, I used to drink a lot of Coke, and it was just because of the fizziness. So I found a replacement.
There you go. Yeah, Coke is well, fuck, pop in general is like the sugary stuff is pretty. I haven't drank. I think I've drank a couple of Dr. Peppers in the last 4 or 5 years.
I'm not allowed to bring it. My rule is I'm not allowed to bring it home.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it keeps you from getting into it too much.
Yeah,
this is the fizzy drink of choice these days. Usually beer, which really ain't that much better for you than pop.
No.
To be honest.
Oh, I had some nice beer from New Brunswick. It was called. It was a while ago, but it was called Headstock. I got it because it had a guitar on it, and it was like extra hoppy. And it was just absolutely amazing.
I think I've heard of that. I think they had it out here for a bit.
Yeah,
microbreweries can go right across. They'll ship them right across.
Yeah, I have to see if they have any more at the LCBO. I would really like to get some more of that. It was super amazingly good.
I like good hoppy beers, like IPAs and stuff.
Yeah, it was an IPA.
Nice.
But it was marketed as being hoppy even for an IPA.
Oh, really? Oh, my drummer would love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he likes those IPAs.
I bought a few of those and a few Guinnesses.
Guinness is good. I like good stout. I like Newcastle. They're pretty good too. And I really like, I think it's called Longbow. I think it's Longbow. And it is a chocolate stout.
Okay.
Yeah, which is just amazing.
I'll have to see if I can find that.
Longbow.
You ever had a Sammy Smith's chocolate stout?
No.
Oh, my bad. It's a Longboat. You can't really see that the way it glares and shit, but get it up there. Looks like that's got a Raven on there, and it's actually a porter, not a stout. So it's a chocolate porter, and I love porters. I like the dark stuff. It's got to be 7% or higher.
Yeah, Sassy thought I was fucking with her when I told her I was drinking an arrogant bastard ale.
Oh, I saw the picture in the chat.
Well, Guinness is only something like 4.3 though.
Yeah, Guinness is not that alcoholic.
But that's to probably just say that you can have it for breakfast.
AM ale. I remember they did. You know how Saturday Night Live does those commercials? They're like fake commercials, and they had that one time. AM ale. The guy's on his way out the door with his briefcase, and he grabs his fucking bottle of ale and he's drinking it. By the time he gets to the bus stop, he's like shit faced. So
yeah. I gotta see if they have more of that headstock though. It's good.
Headstock is good. Well, for not being much of a drinker, at least you're picking some decent ones to drink.
Yeah, alcohol sometimes gives me a stomach ache.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have a problem with it sometimes. Just I don't know. I'm weird with it. But if you stick alcohol in front of me, now here's where you're going to be like, oh no, the stuff you drink is garbage. I really like Canadian Club Rye.
Well, yeah, that's fine. To each their own, man. Whatever floats your boat.
It's like the nastiest, most harsh alcohol you can possibly get, and for some reason I like it.
You can clean your nail polish with it.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm sure I could.
I'm a single malt Scotch guy for the most part when I do.
Oh, I love Scotch too.
Yeah.
I love. I really like the nastiest rye or the smoothest Scotch. That's what I like.
One extreme to the other.
Exactly.
Cognac.
Yeah, cognac.
Love some cognac.
Actually, my friend introduced me to limeade and tequila, so that's a new thing that I like. Yeah, and
that's not bad.
Yeah, here I thought I was the only one in the world who actually likes limeade. Apparently, more than one person does.
Limeade?
Yeah,
limeade's good. It's just hard to get a good one because it's uncommon.
It's not hard to get here. The Minute Maid stuff is okay. We have this other stuff that's pretty decent.
It's talking like a lime drink kind of thing?
It's like lemonade, but it's made with limes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer that actually over lemonade.
Yeah.
Limeade better.
Yeah, I have a bunch of lemonade in my frozen cans of lemonade in my freezer, and I use them to make iced tea.
So, oh yeah.
Just now,
same way I love my iced tea.
Just now getting my YouTube messages here. Apparently, I've just gone live with May.
Oh, that's interesting.
A little slow.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about that, but I don't have a single problem with my notifications.
Okay, so you're talking about from one of your other channels.
No. It's live now on your channel, Deconversion Stories of May. But it was probably there, but it just popped up now. Because Alienware, the computer will keep everything aside until you're done. And then it'll start giving them to you.
You must have a newer Alienware.
Yeah, it's the latest M17.
Okay. I have an Aura R3.
Oh, that's
from 2011.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a few years old.
Late 2010.
There's still, I mean, they're still great computers. These computers are like top of the heap. I
need to install some more RAM in it. But it's a second generation Core i7.
Mm-hmm.
And it's liquid cooled and it's overclocked. Mm-hmm. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with the processor in this thing for anything I do with it. And I had to replace the graphics card because, I need to replace the graphics card again, but I don't have the money, so I deal.
When you do, you do it. This is brand new, so it'll be a while before I have to start doing stuff like that. But I've already got friends that say, "Hey, listen, when your processor goes, I can pretty much get you the same make of processor that goes in those things, but the better generation next kind of one when the time."
Yeah.
Nerdy friends that way.
I am looking to replace this. It's old. I'm actually not going to replace it. I'm just going to have it do other things. I'm going to use it
I
as
kept my old one for storage.
I'm going to use this one as a stream box.
Okay.
So it's just going to run, probably Windows 7. And only have like OBS and a few other things installed that I need to stream. Mm-hmm. And then I'm just going to run everything through a capture card. I'm basically doing that now, but the streaming will be the only thing this computer does. Or it might do a few other things. I might use as a media server too, and have like web browsers open on its monitor or whatever. Right. But when I get a new computer, this one is just going to be a streaming computer. So
very cool.
Yeah. I mean, it can do 1080 at a reasonably decent FPS. So I don't need to change that anytime soon.
I can't get 1080 through my camera here. On here, it goes 720.
Okay. I'm
not worried about that really.
Yeah,
nobody really needs to know just how actually ugly I am.
Well, mine's my cam. I think it's putting at 1080, so you can see exactly how ugly I am.
Like, wow, look at there's a zit over here. It's like I'm 50 something now. 50 something. I'm already saying 50 something. 52 to be honest, but yeah, and I still get the occasional blemish here and there. It's like it never goes away. But I had it bad when I was a kid.
Yeah, I had it bad until I started hormones, and then it went away.
That's the secret.
Oh yeah, I still get it sometimes, but it's like, I constantly, I used to have like a giant beard.
Mm-hmm.
I occasionally post pictures of my giant beard on Twitter, so you could go and creep my Twitter and see that if you want. But I used to have like a giant beard, and it'd be like, okay, this beard is getting really itchy. It's annoying me. I want rid of it. I'm going to go to shave, and it's like, no, there's too much acne under there. I'm just not going to.
Yeah, I get that too sometimes under the hair, right? But
yeah,
I also have to deal with psoriasis, so that flares up from time to time, and it comes up on the scalp here, or I'll get it in like on like my hips or something. It's pretty much non-existent all over the rest of me now. It's basically seems to have taken up residence up like in the back of my scalp here. So,
well, at least you have the bandana.
You can't even see it when I don't wear it. So,
okay, that's good.
It's just, it sucks, right? Because you're constantly like, fucking itchy, right? And then I'll use this stuff on it, and it gets rid of it for a few months, but then it just comes back. Right? It's like you can't get rid of psoriasis because I don't think they understand they know it's an immune disorder, but they're not sure what causes it. So I don't know if there will really ever be a cure, we'll say, for it. Yeah, 52.
I mean, I have sensitive skin and really random allergies. So yeah, I get like really itchy from just at random. In
like hives kind of thing, or
no, I don't get hives, but I just get like I do more damage to myself scratching than like there's no visible reason I should be itchy.
Right. My dad had that issue too, and then he'd just be going nuts, and then all of a sudden everything would be red and like he was peeling his skin off. It was like, what the hell are you doing, dude?
Yeah, I get it on my.
You may have a bullshit allergy.
You may have a bullshit allergy. Then I'd be covered, dude, because the shit we put up with on Twitter, right?
It's a terrible condition to have in our line of work.
Did you see that fucking crazy person that I was going on with? And finally other people jumped in so I could take a breather about how the soul is your life force. I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck is life force? Like, are you talking about chemical and electrical synapses within the body and brain? Like, is that what you're talking about? But that doesn't need to be called. It's like she just felt like she needed to redefine everything just so it would fit with her narrative. And I'm like, you don't get to come around and redefine words that already have definitions. You say, oh, it's your life force. Well, what does that even mean?
I would like to know that.
And they break out the energy thing, like, okay, what do you mean by energy? And as soon as the 21 grams comes into the conversation,
that never
I'm
came
like,
up. It never came up. I think she's probably beyond that. But I'm like, oh, so what happens to the soul when you're gone? Then, like, what happens to it? Where does it go? And she goes, oh, well, I don't really know. Okay, well, at least you're honest about that. It's always intellectually honest to say you don't know if you don't know. But it was really bizarre conversations.
Was she Christian?
I'm not entirely sure if she was really religious, but she did believe in a soul that she was calling, what it's our soul is the difference from when we're dead or alive. And I'm like, what does that even mean?
So it's brain chemistry.
Pretty much, right? It's synapses and stuff like that.
Yeah. I guess I can bite that, like,
but
calling it this, like,
what do you need to call it?
Substance,
it's already got a name.
It's just your brain is active, and
Yeah.
there's certain things that are going on that's giving you this consciousness.
Yes.
And, when the brain stops, that goes away.
That's
Or
right.
it just stops working. It's not like when my fucking microwave blows a fuse that it goes to like microwave heaven or anything like that. It just stops working. Something
Yeah.
has failed and it's no longer useful. And that's it. Unless there is a microwave heaven. I would
Microwave heaven. Where all dead microwaves go.
Hey,
Someone-
I can't tell you it's not true.
Our microwave at work died, so someone
Oh.
wrote a just
Eulogy?
out of order sign on it.
Oh.
No. We actually got there. Someone wrote an out of order sign on it, right? Then another coworker wrote, "It died a horrible death." I put a dysentery on that.
Oh, I think it's a radiation poisoning.
And then someone and then the person who originally made it put RIP microwave. And then she wrote a eulogy for it on our work Facebook page. Don't get me started. Like the one time I tried to do a pseudoscience debunking video, it's like, okay, this guy's in this, I want to deal with something a little bit. I got one guy and I'm like, I want to deal with something a little higher than this. Right. So I went out and I was trying to find out like what people are actually thinking Wi-Fi can give you, how people are thinking that Wi-Fi can give you cancer.
Oh, I know.
And then I stumbled on it. Quantum woo. and then I'm just like, I give up.
I want to name the band that now. Quantum woo.
No, like spirit.
Yeah, spirit science. Yeah. Fucking loopy motherfucker, that
one. like the microwaves. The microwaves, interfere with the natural patterns of the universe, and I'm like, I'm not touching this.
Well,
I don't have a degree in quantum physics.
No, neither do I. But I know little bits and pieces about it because if you're interested, you want to learn a little bit about it, right?
I used to be super heavy into quantum computers, so
China's on the brink of them right now.
We actually have the most well-respected quantum computing research is being done in Waterloo.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Yeah, I actually know someone who is. I think he went there, but yeah, it's actually, they've built them in Canada. It's not so much actually building a quantum computer; it's actually building one that works and continues to work. It's building one that is economical to build and is useful, right? So, as far as quantum computers goes, we're like in the early we're like in World War II fire control computers for quantum computing, right? We can do some things with them. We can make some calculations with them, but they're not. It's still a developing thing, but it's going to work. It's going to work. It's just that we need, to figure everything out. And that was like 5 or 6 years ago, where I was really into that. So it's probably moved really far along now.
Oh yeah. Well, in China, they're talking about they're like literally they've done experiments now, and it's weird. They're talking about the information being in superpositions, and it's just it's crazy, right? And it's like, wow, this stuff is mind bending.
Yeah, so, it uses a quantum superposition to have computer code that is not in binary.
That's right. Quantum goes beyond the binary thing.
Yeah. So I've actually made jokes about myself and you know, I'm
like
not
a quantum
non-binary, I'm
computer.
super binary.
It's super binary. There you go.
So I've you know, I am non-binary. I've compared my gender to a quantum superposition to people who are smart enough to know what I'm talking about, or just as a joke. So yeah, I mean, the most that came out of my last attempt at college is I built a coil gun, also known as a Gauss rifle, which fired once and exploded.
Oh,
Permanently magnetized the barrel because I thought it was steel, but it was just regular iron.
oh shit.
I wish I still had the barrel. I hand wound the coils and everything. I got electrocuted by it, and and the capacitors exploded and melted, and the resistor melted because I put.
Is it a flux capacitor?
Yeah. It was really impressive though, and hilarious and painful.
Holy shit! Now you just mentioned that, Neil. I saw a DeLorean yesterday driving down the street.
Yeah, there's a couple here in Vancouver.
No, it wasn't just a DeLorean. It had the exhaust fins, on the back and all the pipes and everything. It was
Mr. Fusion.
Total mock-up. Now it just passed me, and I had to like shake it off and like kind of turn and look. Yep, it was a complete running workup of the Back to the Future DeLorean.
That's awesome.
I'll be honest. If I had one of those, it would be that.
Of course. There's a guy here that bought an old VW Hawknose bus, and he turned it into the Scooby-Doo. Yeah.
Nice.
The mystery machine.
Yeah, mystery machine. Yeah.
Nice.
And it gets used quite often, like for sets and stuff around here. So.
Okay.
Cool. Richard Wood said, "Need to figure out what a qubit is." That's the quantum computer version of a bit.
Yep. It's a quantum bit.
If you really want to break it down into layman's terms, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Now I remember the video game Qbert. The little guy jumping up and down the squares. Which was always a lot of fun to play.
That game was awesome because there wasn't many other games at that time to compare it to.
Oh, come on. Yes, there were.
Well, that's back in the there was
80s.
a lot of different video games, but really what Qbert was, there wasn't anything else quite like it.
No.
At least at that time. I
never really played Qbert. But when I do upload stuff to my gaming channel, it's actually I just have to do editing. I just have to do editing and put it up. But I have the NES Godzilla game, Godzilla
sweet.
Monster of Monsters. I'm almost done it. I got to finish it. I just hate editing. So I got to do that. The thing I did before that was pretty much I did a live stream of me playing Super Mario 3, just like start to finish. I was playing Super Mario 3. I just did a live. It took me like 3.5 hours to beat the game, but
yeah,
all the way through, start to finish. I beat every level. It was just I did it just because I was bored and I wanted to stream. I want to continue. I think actually this Friday I might continue doing my Subnautica stream that I was planning on doing, because Subnautica is a really cool game. So
hang on here. Mark put something in the chat about being in pain. Did I miss something? Oh, he's getting a full knee replacement.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's some healing time.
Yeah.
Well, buddy, I hope it doesn't go too bad for you. Keep lots of painkillers handy. Get that morphine drip. Walking around with that all the time. Hey, everybody. I feel good. When my dad had his knee surgery back in the day, he pretty much had a little morphine patch thing that you could control the amounts that go into you.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I just have a bunch of estrogen patches on right now. um, my
Sort of not the same thing.
Actually, my mom told me where to put them, and she said that this is where, she puts her patients' fentanyl patches,
Okay.
which kind of is the same thing, except for you can't adjust the dosage or anything.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he could. Or it's not that he could control the. I think he had different patches with different doses,
Okay.
so he could control which one he put on based on the level of pain he was experiencing.
Yeah, I gotcha. It kind of is. It's a different drug, but it's the same idea.
Yeah.
And I forgot what I was gonna say else. Oh yeah, I have. When I'm at work, I have to wear knee braces. It sucks.
Oh, because of the double jointedness.
Now, what I'm hoping is that I'm hoping that permanently corrects my posture.
Right.
And yeah, I got a free pass to the YMCA, so I'm going to do lots of like swimming and weight training and stuff.
Swimming's really good.
Yeah. Because I also need to get my weight down. I'm 255 pounds.
Whoa! What? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just carry it really well. I'm out this way, not this way.
I'm 250, just about. So, mind you, I'm tall though, right, and pretty big in general.
Yeah.
Us Canadians tend to be pretty big, so.
Yeah, well, my
it's all the fresh air.
I've always had super scrawny arms, but my legs are like pure muscle.
Are they?
Yeah. So
it's like the opposite of one of my sister's friends who's got chicken legs.
No, my legs are pretty. But yeah, the next.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I've lost even more strength in my arms. The next person who goes on about the trans women are stronger than cis women, I'm gonna like slap them, and they're not even gonna notice I slapped them.
Well, because there are cases of that, but there's also reverse cases. So you see that whole athlete thing that was going on there for a while. I'm like, I sit back and I go, people are just like, fuck, just make it about fairness. That's all.
Yeah, they're not.
Fairness.
They're not. It's
ridiculous.
It's
if you can play.
Yeah.
If you can do the sport, do the fucking sport. Just make sure you're in a category where you're equal with everyone else.
Exactly.
Skill wise. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, no, there is you see there is definitely a difference in certain things, right?
Sure.
And I can guarantee you that because I'm going through that difference right now. I'm not an athlete anymore. I did high school sports and stuff.
Sure.
But I am actually, with the exception of the last month, I am actually more active now than I was before I started hormones. But I'm just because I'm happy and I'm not doing things. And I have lost a considerable amount of upper body strength, and I didn't have a lot of that to start with. So it's like
already at a disadvantage to begin with.
Oh yeah. I suck at sports so much, except for hockey. I
think we're born with that gift in Canada.
I'm the crazy bastard who can't skate because my feet are shit. But I'm out there
skate either, so there you go.
Well, I can skate. I actually used to be a very good skater. It's just I can't wear skates longer than 5 minutes without being in excruciating pain.
Oh, I got you.
But I'm out there in shoes on a pond, on an outdoor ice rink with, a leather coat and like road hockey pads and a road hockey helmet. And we're playing with it like an NHL puck.
Oh, geez.
Okay. And we're talking about like welts like this from making saves. Just off of shots.
Oh, you were
So-
goalie?
Yeah.
That's what I was too.
I'm the crazy bastard that actually jumps in front of that.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm wearing, only a leather coat.
It helps though.
Oh yes, it does.
So it's supposed to be even bigger if you weren't wearing it.
Yeah, they definitely would. So yeah, I am not frail, but that's the only sport that I can actually really. I can kind of do soccer if I'm goalie as well, but that's just like I know goalie.
I was a goalie in soccer too
But
for 2 years, and I gave it up. I got into baseball.
I've also played defense in hockey. I can do that kind of. But like, I can't play baseball. I'm horrible at baseball. I'm
I wasn't that good
absolutely
either. Don't worry.
atrocious. I can't hit.
That's
And
the only thing I could do.
I can't throw. I can't throw. I don't even throw like a girl. I just throw. I don't even throw. What I do doesn't actually qualify as throwing, I don't think.
I used to like to fuck with people. You hold the ball and you go to throw it, and then you let it roll out of your hand, so it goes behind you. It's coming, and then we go behind.
No, it's almost really that bad.
You should videotape it, man. It would go viral.
But I can catch. I remember they made me pitch once, and someone like who's known for this was in school. Someone who's known for trying to hit you with the ball if he was batting. Tried to hit me with the ball, and he was out. But the problem with baseball, one of the biggest problems with baseball for me is I throw and catch with the same hand.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, I throw and catch with my right hand. I cannot catch at all with my left hand because there's supposed to be a hockey stick in my left hand, not a baseball glove. Okay, my glove goes on this hand.
It's hilarious. Well, it's not hilarious. It was actually kind of amazing. When I was in my last couple of years of baseball, which was like, it's the leagues just before you get into the AAA and stuff like that. So it was like junior A or whatever. And I was on a team called the Giants. And we played against another team. It was ANAF, which was Army, Navy, Air Force team, which is they just were the sponsors for the team. They weren't all kids from the Army, Navy, Air Force or anything. But they had a pitcher who was one-handed.
Okay.
So he would wear his glove, right? And he would throw the ball and the glove in the air at the same time, catch the ball, pitch, catch the glove, and then the catcher would throw the ball back. Or he'd have the glove on and catch a hit if it came towards him or whatever. It was the most amazing thing to see this guy pitch. And holy shit, could that guy hit the ball? Like one-armed batter. And he fucking would knock that shit over the fence like 9 times out of 10.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I can play lacrosse a little bit. I played defense.
Lacrosse is fun.
I can't play basketball.
I sucked at basketball. And you'd think I'd be good because I'm like 6'4", but no.
That was it. I was one of the taller kids in high school, and it's like, you should be good at no. I can't throw. Again, I can't throw. I played defense because I can't throw.
I'd fuck around with my buddies playing one-on-one every once in a while, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I also can't run. I can't run.
Unless you're being chased.
my calf muscles are too short, so I
really
can't run.
All right.
Oh yeah, my entire legs are like fucked.
Can anything be done? Can anything be done to fix that?
No. Like not even my hypermobile ankles can fix that. So yeah, it's but that doesn't cause any real problems. It just means that I'm a horrible runner. So And at least I have like long legs, so I can kind of run it if I absolutely need to.
If your life depended on it.
Just on the basis of I have long legs. Well, I almost played high school football. And I was almost. I don't really do football. I like playing football, but I hate watching it, so I don't know all the positions and everything.
Okay.
But it was either they were either
I work with an ex-CFLer.
Okay, that's cool.
Corey Football.
I used to work with.
I got a jet. It's dinner time.
Okay.
No worries, brother.
I have children to tend to here, so
No problem, man. We'll probably wrap
Nice
this up pretty
chatting.
quick soon, anyways. So
Yeah.
Right
it's good to have you jump in, man.
May, see you. Nice chatting with you,
Thanks a lot.
Neil. Until next time, buddy.
You bet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be good to the kids, huh?
Yeah. See ya.
See you later.
So yeah, they're either going to make me a running back or something like that,
Mhm.
or a receiver, because I can't run but I can catch. And the thing is that no one could actually knock me down. Right? We would be doing tackle drills and like there I'd be like dragging one person and carrying the other on my back.
Yeah.
So, if I could get behind, get the ball and get behind where the smaller, faster people are, I guess I would just bowl them over and keep going. Because, it's like grade 9 or 10. Grade 10. The problem is that one day warming up in gym class, it was a nice brisk cold day and we were doing laps around the field. I just happened to have a mild tear of my quadricep, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then I could barely walk for 4 or 5 months.
Yeah. Oh man, I couldn't be immobile. It would just drive me crazy.
Oh, I was limping around school really badly for the rest of the year, and that was like October, I think, and then I limped around the school for the rest of the year. I wasn't completely immobile, but I was completely. I was in rough shape.
Mm-hmm. What do you got going on in the background there, BBA? It's like you opened up a disco.
I just recently got backlighting on my TV, so.
Okay.
Oh, very cool. I can actually. Oh yeah, cool. I can do that with my keyboard.
Yeah.
Computer.
Yeah, I have a mess pad that does that.
Yeah.
And my mess does that. Actually, I can't do it with my keyboard because Razer decided they didn't want to update the software for the keyboard anymore, because it's like 3 years old, and they don't make the keyboard anymore. So now it's just all red.
Mine's set to purple right now, or that aquamarine blue, and
yeah.
What the hell else do I have there? Oh, and the little alien head is red.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've got
it's multicolor.
Yeah, I've got the little multicolor controller.
Yeah, cool.
Sweet.
For it. So.
And he just dropped it and broke it.
No, I just set it down.
Mark was asking earlier if we'd ever done 10-pin bowling.
Like once.
Because Canadians generally bowl, 5-pin. You didn't know that?
I've gone bowling very rarely. No, but it's all 10-pin here, I think.
Well, the Canadian game, the original Canadian bowling was all 5-pin with the smaller balls.
Okay. No, I have done the 5-pin, but I've also done the 10-pin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to find 5-pin now, I think, here. Just because 10-pin was the pretty much global, for bowling.
Yeah.
And 5-pin wasn't really around much, so I think 5-pin's kind of slowly fading away. But it's a lot of fun
Yeah.
because you can literally like shot put the ball at the fucking pins.
That's interesting. You just brought up you just brought up like memories of the Flintstones. Okay.
Mhm. I have a friend that bowls like Fred Flintstone. Literally, he like tiptoes up there and he lets the ball go, and it's like a nuclear bomb went off. It's like, and pins are flying everywhere. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I'm showing my age knowing about that.
I don't know. You can find it on YouTube, actually. The Flintstones, Barney and Fred, back when it was still black and white, used to do, I think it was, fucking name of the brand. But they used to push cigarettes.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think it was like Pall Mall or something.
I actually have the entire series on a hard drive somewhere.
What do you of all the Flintstones? Oh, awesome.
It's even when they had the even all the way back to when they had the original theme song that they decided was too much like the Looney Tunes theme song, so they changed it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, I have all of that too. All the Merry Melodies stuff.
Yes, I do too.
I grew up on that, even though, it was made centuries before decades before I was even born. The shelf life on that stuff is just
it's ageless. It's ageless. My dad and his buddies used to get together because that's when he was in college. That's when this stuff was first airing, and they used to have the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner hour. And all his buddies in college would get together and they'd have a bunch of beers and they'd watch the Roadrunner part because that was always their favorite. And he goes, yeah. And so I grew up, basically, it was forced on me when I grew up because it was like my dad's favorite thing. And he still watched them till the day he died. He'd watch those suckers.
Yeah, I don't have TV anymore, but I would totally watch that.
Oh, you don't need TV anymore. You can just watch it on a computer.
Exactly. Yeah. I also have the Ninja Turtles, the Transformers, not this new BS, like the Transformers. If it doesn't have the
original one,
Transformers, then it's not the Transformers.
More than meets the eye.
Yeah.
Remember when the movie came out and I went to the theater and saw it? And I was already in my 20s at the time.
Yeah.
I was collecting them. I had them all, man. I had all of them.
I think the Transformers show started the year I was born.
Yeah, 83? 82? 83?
84.
84, was it? I thought it was 83. Oh, whatever. Sometime around then. I used to love that show, man.
I have all of Beast Wars, which is Q1 Transformers.
I know. I never got into the Beast Wars.
No, I loved it.
No, never got into it.
And Reboot. The same.
Reboot was cool. Reboot was cool.
Yeah. And what else? Yeah, I grew up watching stuff like that in Star Trek.
There's an animated Star Trek.
Yeah, I saw it all on
Netflix. I think it's in it.
I saw it all on Netflix. It's canon, unfortunately, and fortunately, both at the same time.
I thought they were great.
They were. The problem is that James Doohan did like 80% of the voices that weren't the original cast doing their own voices.
Right. That's true.
And I don't get me wrong, James Doohan is awesome, right? But like
Canadian lad.
Yeah. And a war hero. And the craziest pilot in the RAF, even though he was never in the RAF.
That's right.
Yeah. He did fly planes, but he flew planes for the Army.
Yes.
And for the Army Artillery Corps spotter thing. And then so the real problem with that is that, he mostly did the he did like 80% of the voices. because they couldn't
That's
get
right.
money. Like, why didn't they just do another live
Well, he was a
season or two?
voice actor. Like he did lots of stuff outside of Star Trek too.
Yep. Yep, but he was Scotty.
Oh shit, yeah.
He was Scotty. In fact, to the point of his middle name is Montgomery. Or was Montgomery.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
His name was James Montgomery Doohan. And
Jimmy Doohan. Oh, so they used the Montgomery in Montgomery Scott too, I guess.
And he's also the reason that Scotty was Scottish. Because in his words, if you're going to have an engineer, he's got to be Scottish. Yeah. And
now we're just watching him play.
yeah.
Oh, you should have seen me last night. I got pissed off at this game, and I was like, I was gone.
I
Why is-
mean, I was
Like,
playing,
I've got it set up at 300. Like you have to have 300 kills or 300 on each side.
Mm-hmm.
And I had like my fastest time ever last night at like 11 minutes.
okay.
Pretty good. Is that Kylo?
Yeah.
Why is he killing his own dudes?
Because I'm on Camino, and these are the clone troopers.
Oh, I see.
So I'm it's the droids instead of the stormtroopers.
I was playing BattleTech, but I lost track of time. And then it was like almost 6:30, and I hadn't eaten yet.
Yeah. Stomach goes, hey,
Yep.
hey.
No, it wasn't so much that. It's I don't want to get hungry during the show.
Oh, that's
So,
all right.
yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's been a weird day. I got a 2-month free YMCA pass.
Nice.
Because I'm poor and my knees are fucked up. And my doctor said so.
It's a pity pass.
Yeah, well I'm probably going to be able to get it subsidized
Oh, cool.
after. But yeah, so I went straight from my doctor's appointment to do that. And then I was just like, okay, I have test work to do. I'm going to play BattleTech instead because I've been out all day.
It's way more fun.
I was out from like 1. No, I was out. I was out from about 10 o'clock to. I don't know. I probably got home at like 2:30 or 3.
AM or PM?
PM.
I'm kidding.
PM this
I
morning.
know. I'm kidding. I know.
So yeah, it's been a long, well, not
long day.
necessarily a long day, but an interesting and good day when I was expecting to have to argue with my doctor more, and I didn't have to, and that was great. And I am on my way to fixing my knee more, and everything else is going really good. So, and I've been under a lot of stress because of my knees.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like I have a physical job. I can't deal with,
Because
not
of that.
having this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've mostly got it under control and fixed now. So there's that at least. Yeah. So
Step in the right direction.
exactly. We have, done our best to fix all of the problems with everything. Progesterone is expensive though. It's like $60
Wow.
and this is a starting dose. It's gonna double and then triple. Fortunately, I have benefits that cover it. I paid like $17, but it's still freaking expensive.
Yeah, but $17 is a hell of a lot more better than 60.
Yeah, really.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
Well, what happens when it's 120?
well, yeah. Then you're paying like
If-
almost 30, I guess.
Yeah. If I didn't have the benefits that I have, I would, before I started that, I'd be paying about 115 a month.
Wow. Really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And
How do they expect people to do that?
I'm on a very high dosage and I'm on patches.
But still, why can't they make these things? I mean, I actually do know why drugs are expensive. Have you seen the cost of lab equipment? A beaker costs like $100 and something. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I mean,
I get it. And research and development is also expensive. I get that.
Yeah. I mean, the estrogen patches I'm on are like $60, are like 70, 80 a month.
For one or for like a pack?
For 16.
Okay,
a
so
day.
technically they're under $10 a pop.
They're like $5 a patch.
That's doable, but it could still even be cheaper.
I wear 2 of them at a time, and I
Okay.
change them twice a week.
That's not too bad.
No. And then the cyproterone that I take, that's a testosterone blocker, it is $35 for a month's supply, which is 8 pills. And I
How
take
often do you take them?
I used to take 12.5 milligrams a day.
Mhm.
And then and then the stuff has a ridiculous half-life of like 40 hours.
Fuck.
And so I started taking 25 every other day because 12.5 means I have to quarter pills, and that's like insane.
Yeah, pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's really hard, and you get more powder than pills sometimes.
Yeah.
But now I don't need to take them as much
Mhm.
because of the progesterone. So I'm going to take like every other day. Sorry, no, I'm going to take them like every 3 days, which is going to be kind of annoying to remember.
You can set like reminders on, like, do you have like a Fitbit watch or anything like that? Because you can do that sort of thing.
Yeah, I've tried to do it with my phone, but it won't let me do it every 3rd day.
Really?
Really?
Bizarre.
Yeah,
I think it depends on the calendar app you're using.
I'm just using Google or whatever.
Oh, okay, I downloaded a different one,
Okay.
and I can remind myself of things every few days.
I haven't really had any reason to do anything other than that. I just work and have doctor's appointments,
Yeah, there you go.
generally speaking. And I have, I don't have anything that's like do this every 3 days until now. I'll figure something out.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
you
but
can get an app that you can set pill schedules to.
they're I have an alarm set for my progesterone, and I have a alarm set for my Cypro, but I just don't take the right now I'm taking Cypro on the odd days.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I'm doing it. Just whatever the first one of the month is, I keep taking it on even or odd or whatever.
There you go. Medicine scheduler and tracker.
Okay, I might look into that.
There's an app for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
It's easy when it's every other day. I'm just not used to taking pills every day, let alone every 3. Like before this, the most I would take is like some allergy meds or some Tylenol every once in a while.
Yeah.
I've had to be on antibiotics a few times, and it's just like, okay, take this every day until it's done. Okay.
Yeah, which is easy enough to remember. Millsabub's in the chat now, and he's saying, "Oh, I see BBA is playing games instead of attending to the live stream again."
I mean, if I really
what?
wanted to, I could do that, but I'm not actually all that far off from bed myself.
Yeah, I'm going to actually wrap this up pretty quick here. So, because I gotta go and eat something because those sandwiches are done. I need actual food now. And
Well, I had to grab some waffles.
sushi. Oh, nice. All this talk about sushi is making me want to grab my buddy downstairs and go for some sushi down the road. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I live downtown, so everything is
Perfect.
a quick walk away, except for the place is closed for renovations.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you were saying that earlier. That sucks, man. That sucks.
Haven't been there in months. My first time, I want to go back. They're closed.
Well, if you're ever out this way, there's fucking places loaded with sushi joints.
Oh yeah, we have a couple of others. We have an Ajisai, but they suck. My dad's like, "Do you want to go to Ajisai instead?" I'm like, "No, they suck."
And we live on the ocean, so you're guaranteed fresh.
Oh yeah, yeah. And the salmon sushi is the best. It's better than tuna, I think.
I like them both. I like the tuna. I like red snapper. I like the sashimi.
Those are the three that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, very good.
Those are the three types of sushi that we have here usually.
Mm-hmm.
We have some East Coast sushi though, and I don't recommend trying that.
Atlantic salmon?
No.
It's pretend salmon. It's nothing.
No. It's not salmon. It's East Coast fish.
East Coast fish. Non. What do they call it? Nondescript.
Oh no, it's very descript. And it has a very intense fishy taste, which means that I did not like it, even though I tried one. It is mackerel sushi.
Oh, really? I don't think I've had mackerel.
I did not like
mackerel. Yeah, I see you did forget that shit. Holy mackerel, this sucks.
Yeah, I should have said that.
I'm surprised someone didn't beat me to it.
Yeah, mackerel. If you really like just like that pure fishy flavor, mackerel sushi is for you. If
some people like that.
If you don't like that, then yeah, don't have mackerel sushi.
And then we've got Bob in the chat going, intense fishy taste. Where do I lick? Come on, Bob. Does your mother know you talk like that? Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Because it's about 22, just about now. And that means we've been going for about another hour. So just over an hour. So we managed to stretch this out and be entertained a little bit by BBA. And look at him. We come and he won.
Yeah.
There you go. This stream has been declared a victory. Bub's like, my mother doesn't know I talk like this, and it's going to stay that way. We'll see about that. I got your mom on speed dial. Wait, that was almost an insult. Sorry, Bub. I'm kidding. Oh, BBA disappeared. Oh, well. Well, May, thanks for doing this, man. It's been great. And thanks for jumping in the after party, too. Because I always tell people they're never obligated to do it, but it was cool that you did.
Sorry, I just... I just accidentally okay. Where is it? I accidentally started the stream, so like it's actually playing on another thing, and I don't know where it is. Just give me a second. I'm really sorry. I don't even know what oh no, I see. Why is it?
Bub's losing it. Why do you have my mom on speed dial, Dale?
Okay. I'm really sorry. Just the first stream started playing, and I couldn't find out what tab it was playing on.
That's
So-
distracting.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I just had to go and fix that.
No problem. All I was saying was I just wanted to thank you again for chatting with me today and for jumping into the after party, because I always say
Not a
people aren't obligated to do that, but it's always nice when they do.
Yeah, well, I do my own after parties too, so
Yeah, there you go. So you know,
it's always great to have people in. Yeah.
And I guess, being a Monday, people are busy working, whatever. So we didn't have too many folks jump in. And, I get that from time to time on a Monday. But BBA was a trooper and IQ was a trooper and stuck out or jumped in here with us. So that's always cool.
Yeah.
And entertain us with his kicking the shit out of clones.
I mean, if I knew have known that was cool, I could have done some warships or some battle tech.
I have no games on here, so I would have been sitting going, you'll left out. I don't have any games on here. I mean, I could probably use my what do you call it? The CD drive that I have, or DVD drive that I have, and put my Heroes games in here. But Heroes of Might and Magic.
Okay, I've never got into that. I could actually have I have everything set up through a bunch of automatically switching hubs, HDMI hubs, and my capture card. So I could have just played Laws or Mario or something.
Yeah. What was it? A genetically modified skeptic has a simulator on his computer, and we were playing Mario Kart on his computer.
Oh,
really?
When I was down there, yeah, we're sitting over at Dillahunty's place. We're playing Mario Kart. I'm all cocky. Oh yeah, I used to rock at this game. Of course, he fucking slaughtered me 7 out of 8 games.
I have a NES Mini and I have a SNES Mini, so I have Mario Kart that I could do too.
Mario Kart's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
N64 one is always my favorite.
My favorite is the original, and it'll always be the original. And my favorite F-Zero is the one on the GameCube, and that is an insanely hard game.
I always liked Little Army Men game.
I never got into that one.
You have to go do it through a bathtub and stuff. It's great, man.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm
Bub, I'm not a boomer.
into it.
I'm a Gen Xer.
I don't even know what generation I am.
You would be considered a millennial.
Really?
I'm an X.
I was born in 01.
Yeah, you're still a millennial.
I'm an Xennial.
Xennial? Or you're on that border between Gen X and millennials? Well, because they had that generation.
No. I'm on the border between Gen Y and Gen X. Right.
Gen Y. Oh, okay.
The one before, not the one after.
Right.
Yeah. I consider myself whatever came before millennial, because my city is because my city's 5 years behind. Or was at the time.
Yeah.
Gen
Millennials
Z.
are from, I think it's 84 through to.
No, I just looked it up. I'm
70s,
Gen Z.
70 something.
I'm Generation Z.
You're Gen Z?
Gen Z.
What's
Gen Z?
Generation Z is Centennials.
Oh, Zed.
Born.
Okay, I got
born
you. Generation Z.
Yeah, born 96 to today.
96 to today? Okay, well, what's a millennial then?
It's like 78 to 96.
I thought that was Generation Y.
No, that's Generation X or millennials.
No, Generation X is 64 to.
Then that's millennials.
Millennials is 81 to 96.
81
Okay.
to 96, okay. And Gen X is 64 to 1990, I think, or something like that.
My hometown is 5 years behind, or was 5 years behind at the time. So So I am
Slide it in there.
very
somewhere.
connect.
Yeah, it's all good. Doesn't really matter. All right, guys, I'm
Yeah.
going to bring this to an end. I just want to thank everyone for hanging out with us, having as fun as we were, talking about all kinds of crazy stuff, because I always put that in the description. You know, we try and talk about beliefs and stuff like that, but usually it ends up with toilet humor and stuff like that. So, but it's always a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back again on Wednesday talking with Godless Mom, Courtney Hurt. Yeah, looking forward to that. I told her today, 2 more sleeps. She's like, I know.
All right.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and thank you guys for hanging out with me today. And May, it was an absolute pleasure getting to know you, chatting with you. I know you didn't really have much of the religious story, but
I'm sorry.
don't be, because I think we tackled issues that are just as important.
Yeah, and you know, there are some people who just were never brought up in it, right? So
Right. I mean, it lingers with relatives or friends and stuff. So we brought a little bit of that into it. But yeah. I think there's other topics that are just as important. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
And we covered that too. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you missed it, there is a link to the original interview in the description below. And a reminder that I did start my own Amazon wish list. There's a few items on there. They're mostly studio, microphone-y type. I want to get one of those cool leather cases that you can carry this around in for when I hit the road and stuff. Yeah, they're nice. And they're not that expensive, like $30 or something. So anyway, yeah, so I got a few things there. Green screen, stuff like that I might use in the future. Once I get a different location where I can set this stuff up. I keep bugging my guitar player to fix our goddamn music studio so I can use that place. Anyway, guys, thanks. And as I always say at the end of this, it's called Faith because it's not knowledge. And we can thank Christopher Hitchens for that lovely quote. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.